Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Moa aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we're not trying a whiskey, but I thought I'd show you my whiskey shelves. I do have some bottles sitting here at home. I think the last time we counted them, which is about 3-4 months ago, there was 84 open ones. And I do believe we've opened a few bottles since then as well, so I don't really want to count them again, but maybe I should. So what we have here at home, we have my main whiskey shelf, which is 4 different shelves full of whiskey, and then another shelf that's some other spirits and this and that. Then we have a little drinks trolley in the kitchen, which has some bottles that we just can't fit on the normal shelf, and also some bottles that are unopened so far. We might be saving them for a special occasion or just as a wee treat sometime soon. But of course, if you see any of the bottles in this video that you would like reviewed, please let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. I love hearing what you guys want to see, and I of course want to make videos that you want to watch. I also have a few whiskies hidden away here in the corner, as well as a rum. They're a little bit more special to me, so I'll talk a bit more about them later on. And of course, here in our flat is a bit of a whiskey theme going on. We have some whiskey bottles as decoration, and we have a stave with candles, for example, and then of course this lovely cask and clock from Tobermory. But yeah, come along, let's have a look. Okay guys, so let's start on the top shelf here. And as you can see, here's some of my colourful SMWS bottlings. There's some few different ones. A Glen Grant, a Kalila, Altavane, and a few different Glenmorys as well. And a Glen Scotia. And there's a rum as well, which I think is lovely. And here's my Macmiras. This is Svensk Rök Amerikansk Ek. And the other two are Prestige and also Fjällmark. Yeah, so more SMWS bottlings, and there's my Eva that I actually got from Angela Dorazio herself, so that one definitely has a special memory to me, and it's one of my favourite Macmiras. And then of course we have Vinterglad, Skördetid and Grönt te. Eva, it's a 25-year-old Belle Blair, and of course the lovely Cavalan. And this bottle here is quite curious actually. It's a Japanese whiskey. I don't know if many of you speak Japanese. Luckily enough, I have a friend who could translate it for me, so I believe that is a Yamazaki Montia cask. If you want me to review that, please let me know. I think you can actually find it for £800 at the moment online, so it's quite a special one, that. And then of course the most recent edition. There we go. And moving on to shelf 3. So here you have our bag in my Woodford Swiss Reserve, a green whiskey, some Irish there, a supermarket whiskey, Airstone, and this Omar has actually been in orange brandy casks. It's quite a quirky one. Then the Nika Super there. Next up we have this old blend, some more Irish, Scallywag, and Method and Madness. And lastly we have some more Irish from Gelston's. We have Jim Beam, Texas Bourbon, and here's an American single malt from Nantucket, the Notch. It's a peated single malt and it's absolutely delicious, but quite hard to get a hold of unfortunately. And Glenfarclas and Chivas. And moving down one more step. Let's have a look in here. There in the corner you can see the Highland Queen, which is an old blend that I actually got from Justine, who does walking tours of Edinburgh that are whiskey related. They're really interesting. And the Black Bull there has been finished in rum casks and it's one of the most rum influenced whiskies I've tried. It's so good. And then finishing with Nomad. Next up is Baines and Black Bottle, my Deanstons, the blend, Big Pete hiding there in between, and then the Balvenie. And then last but not least, we have the little Kilchoman sitting there, the Royal Whiskey Blend, my lovely Glenmorangie Chardonnay, and Dewar's 15. And the shelf is kind of tucked behind this little chair, so it's hiding. And the last shelf is this one here. It kind of has everything that is not whiskey, except for this here at the front from Eden Mill. But everything else is kind of bitters, or gin, or peach schnapps, and aquavit, and absinthe roux. So yeah, a little bit of this and that. But that's of course not all, so if you follow me over here, there's our open window. It's raining at the moment, so lovely. But here we have our lovely rocking chair that we got for free of Gumtree. It's really lovely and wooden, I don't know if you can see here. But having a dram sitting in a rocking chair is something special. And now I feel like I'm 84, but I don't care. But here I have some special bottles sitting. So the first one there in the corner is the Kirk and Sweeney 12-year-old rum. It's really lovely. Not too sweet, but still in the sweeter style. In the middle there's the Blantons that I got myself for my 1-year anniversary of Swedish Whiskey Girl last year. It's on the 7th of June, so we're on 2 years now. Who could have thought it would have gone so quickly? And then one of my most special bottles, the Glenmorangie Milchen. And the Glenmorangie, this specific one I actually got when I had appendicitis. We were up in Speyside, and I usually refer to it as that time I nearly died in Speyside because I ended up in the hospital in Elgin in the middle of the night. I can talk more about that in another video. But my wonderful boyfriend got me the Milchen as a way to cheer me up, and it was one I had had my eyes on for a really long time. Here on the table we also have a candle holder from Holyrood Distillery here in Edinburgh. So it's a few different whiskey themed accessories. And of course here next to the sofa we also have our lovely cask and clock from the Isle of Mull. We were actually really lucky to find this on Gumtree for a really good price as well. It was being sold by some people that got it as a wedding gift, but they didn't really have a space for it in their new house, so we got it instead. And of course it's always time for whiskey. Okay everyone, so we're now in my little kitchen right next to the living room. And we have some little bottles here as well, but I'm gonna pick them out so you can see all of them. Yes, so here we go. Here we have a Tormore, we have another compass box, and that is a Edredauer. Really lovely, it almost looks like Coke, it's so black. And the Aberlour 16 is my favourite Aberlour. I think we got it off a really good deal on Amazon. I think that is the oldest bottle we have, the Sirius 31. And then I have the Timmer's Beasties that I managed to win in a competition where you're supposed to showcase your most cheesy joke. Mine was what's the cheesiest holiday? And it's of course Christmas because of baby Jesus. Don't know if that joke deserved to win, but it did, and I'm very happy for it. And then of course a Johnny Walker Red label. Next up we have a Glenfiddich travel retail, which I got from the airport for Cody. The new Dewars, a Tamna Vulvin that I got for £22 in Scotmid. It's a red wine cask edition, I think it's Cabernet Sauvignon from France. The Glengoyne Legacy, Dewars 12, and White & Mackay 13. And lastly we have Johnny Walker Song of Ice and A Song of Fire, and the Loch Lomond 22 that I got Cody for his birthday the other week. And then we also have this, which is a Kinninvie. It's a blend of rye and barley, so it's a very kind of exciting one, a Scotch rye. Yes. And I also have my little nosing tomte, or little gnomes here, and his friend sitting there guarding all my whiskey. That's all, or at least almost all. I do have a little special room as well, which is kind of a work room where I keep some of the bottles that I'm reviewing soon, or some projects that I have going on at the moment. I of course want to say a massive thank you to my wonderful Patreons. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for wanting to support me. And of course, if you are interested in seeing behind the scenes or little sneak peeks and previews, check that out. It's in the link here below. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing my whiskey shelves. Do you see something missing perhaps? Please put your recommendations here below, because I'm always on the hunt for new bottles, even though I might need to just stop, have some lovely drams, finish some bottles and share them with friends just to kind of clear up some more space. You'll see that it's a bit tight on some places. Some of my bottles actually live on the floor, which might not be ideal. And like I said previously, I would of course love to hear if there's any specific reviews or topics or anything that you guys would like to see. Would you like to see more videos with comparisons? Would you like to see a video on the regions of Scotland, on different countries, on different cask types? Please just let me know. Oh, and of course, don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep track of everything that's coming up soon, and be so happy if you would like to leave a thumbs up as well. And of course, I hope you've had an absolutely wonderful day and you'll have a lovely week. Slàinte mhath. Skål!